Fala galera, a gente está na sede do Festival do Rio e eu estou muito feliz porque hoje o convidado é Franco Nero. Assim, ele é um dos atores mais importantes do cinema europeu e ele veio ao Rio para falar sobre o novo filme dele, Giorni Felici. Só que aqui a gente também vai falar um pouco do processo dele como ator e um pouco da história dele com o cinema, não só italiano, como mundial. Eu espero que vocês gostem da conversa, vai ser sensacional, eu prometo. Thank you. Thank you very much for receiving me, and it's an honor for me to be with you. And I would like to first talk about the Giorni Felici, to know a little bit more about the process. How did you got to know the project and you got involved with it?
Well, Simone Petralia, the young director, he sent me a script. I liked the story. So I had a chat with him to see if I liked him too, and that's it. I decided to do it. I was just saying before that I had an offer at the same time to do a big American movie called Equalizer 3. I didn't like the part. I don't care about the money, so I decided to do this little movie that, it's better to do a quality movie that a lot of junk American biggies. It's nice because it's a love story between two adults. Generally, in movies, love stories are between young people, or maybe the man is an older man and a young girl, or maybe an older woman and a young man. This is a love story between two old people, and shows that true love never dies. I'm glad that I did the movie.
Yeah, and it's nice to see you in a different role.
Yeah. I change role all the time.
Yeah.
You're young, but I did. I played 30 different nationalities in my life. I did all kinds of movies. I went from Western, action movies, movies for children, political movies, social movie. I change my face all the time. That's the beauty of acting.
Yeah, and I like very much your movies with Castellari. I think I think some of the best crime movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You have done with him. And how
I enjoyed working with him. I think that I must have done 10 movies with Castellari.
And how was this process with him? How was your collaboration with Castellari? Did you usually you would talk about the script?
It started in a very funny way. I remember I was doing a Western with Anthony Quinn in Italy. And my hairdresser said, Franco, there is a director called Enzo Castellari, would love to meet you and to offer you a movie. So I said, well, ask him to come on the set. So he came on the set, and I saw him, he was, like a boxer. I looked at him, I said, with this guy, I will never work, I said to myself. And so there was a meeting, wasn't very successful. What happened? That I was supposed to do a movie. I don't want to say the name of the director. I don't want to say anything about the movie. So I wasn't sure if I want to do it or not. But the problem is, the director of that movie that I was supposed to do, he started to talk bad about Castellari. So, you're gonna do a movie with this guy, I'm much better. That's the reason why I decided to work with Castellari. I called him and said, when you want to start? He said, actually very soon, okay. We start in 2-3 weeks, and we started.
Yeah.
And since then, it has been a great cooperation. Great.
It's wonderful. Yeah, it's wonderful. Because I think also another movie that I like very much that you have done is Castellari, the Fassbinder.
Yes.
I think it's also an amazing work.
I came here to a festival, I think, I don't know if it was Rio or São Paulo, where I presented it.
But before it was called the Rio Film Festival.
Yeah, it was called Carreira de Brest. So I presented it. Yeah, Fassbinder was another original guy, very original.
And he was also good to collaborate with. Was also a very nice moment to be in this.
I had a great time with him. You know, when I doing this movie, that is a movie about the world of homosexuality. So I said, Rainer, how do you want me to play the character? You just do it. If there is something wrong, I will tell you. He never told me anything. he offered me a movie before Carreira, but I couldn't do it because I was busy. Then one day, while we were shooting the movie Carreira de Brest, we used to go to eat in a restaurant in Berlin called Paris Bar. So one evening I was there by myself eating, and he was, you know, not far away from me, eating with his friends, his group, you know, 5 or 6 people. He gets up from, you know, his place, and he comes to me. I said, oh, Franco, so how are you? Well, I'm fine. You know, we're going to do a contract, you and me. A contract, yes. Waiter, please come. Bring me, you know, a little napkin, white. Give me a special pen, like, you know, special. And he starts writing. Me, or I, Rainer Werner Fassbinder, and Franco Nero will do the next 3 movies together. One was Rosa Luxembourg, one was Le Bleu du Ciel de Georges Bataille, and one was Cocaine. Sign, I signed, and he signed. He put the handkerchief, you know, the towel in his pocket, and that's it. But then he died at the end of the movie, so that's to say, he was very original. He loved me very much. I remember he was crazy about the song of Domenico Modugno. He was crazy. He was putting always that music. Okay, the movie that he offered me was Lili Marlene.
Ah, Lili Marlene, wait.
And I couldn't do it.
It's a wonderful, yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah, and for you, what is it also important when you accept a project? Is also important the vision of the director for you, beside the story? Or is it more the story that is appealing to you most of the time when you get a story?
Of course, you know, it's a combination.
Yeah.
And the story and the director. If it's known director, you know, it's much easier because you know his work. If it's an unknown director, you don't know his work. So maybe you like to see one of his the movies that he directed. So, but with Simone, I didn't know his work because I think this is his first movie. He did one movie, but it was an experiment movie, you know, not really a movie. But I liked him. He had, you know, he knew exactly what he wanted. So I think that I made the right choice.
Yeah. No, and what I like when I think also about your career is that, of course, you are very known by Django, but I'm a fan of The Mercenary. I think The Mercenary is really your movie. Was the time where you had a kind of, really, was incredible result that you had with Corbucci in that film specifically.
Yeah, we made, you know, The Mercenary, and after that we made Vamos a Matar Compañeros. That was nice movie too.
And also as a director, for you, how do you direct? How do you, being and knowing the experience of an actor?
Well, listen, the best directors in the world have been actors. Charlie Chaplin was actor, director. Buster Keaton, many English like Richard Attenborough was a wonderful actor, but then he directed Gandhi very well. America, Clint Eastwood, fantastic director. I remember I saw a movie directed by Robert Redford. It was fantastic. A movie directed by Kevin Spacey. Directed by
Costner.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, yeah.
Directed by Kevin Costner was fantastic. I saw a movie directed by Paul Newman. Was fantastic. So I think that directors, the directors, actors, I think they're good because being actors, they direct actors much better than the real directors. You understand? So it happened to me when I directed my movies. I felt very comfortable. Actually, all the actors said, "We've never been directed so well." So it was good. Recently, I directed this movie called The Man Who Drew God. You know about this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And how was it? Was it the filming nice for you?
Yes, very tough. Because we were shooting, it was very hot in Torino, and then we had to shoot in a circus, in a tent, a circus. So inside was a sauna, it was 47 degrees. But I survived and I did it.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.